Hi everybody. Today I wanted to chat a little bit about how are you coping in these isolated times. But firstly, a big shout out to our wonderful nurses and our doctors. I think they're doing an amazing job. And gosh, all I want to say is thank you. And I also think we need to acknowledge our Prime Minister, Scott Morrison. What an amazing job he's doing. No matter what your preference is, I think you've got to give the man credit and acknowledge the great work, how he's supporting us, how he's also keeping as many employed as possible without having to go to lockdown. I know a lot are saying go to lockdown, but it's not necessarily the answer. Once we're in lockdown, guys, it could be, a long time. It won't be just 2 weeks, and you won't be able to leave your front door, take your dog for a walk around the block, or even yourself just quietly have a walk around the block. It will be very different. So if everyone just follows the rules that's going right now, there won't be any more rules and we won't maybe have to go into lockdown, which shows us that we've probably been the best country in the world how we've handled this so far. Won't please everybody, but in the same token, we just need to remember our current situation and where we are. So guys, let's have a look. How are you coping? There is a lot of talk about depression, anxiety, stress through these hard times. So I want to first of all, let's look at loneliness. Many of us are living alone in our homes and a lot of elderly, and it's difficult. But I remember a saying a friend said to me once, you can only be lonely if you don't enjoy your own company. And I thought, oh gosh, that's a bit harsh. But it did make me think. And I was one many years ago that struggled sitting on my own, being alone with myself. Many of us are not comfortable within our own skins. So it is a great opportunity to start doing things that you don't like doing alone. And back then I was able to go to the movies alone. I was able to go out to a cafe and have lunch on my own. Today it's a bit different. But maybe it's get a book, do something you don't normally do. I love the Prime Minister when he said his wife was out purchasing jigsaw puzzles. Jigsaw puzzles are challenging and they can take hours and you don't have to do it all at once. You can leave it set up on the table and just do a little bit each day. So when you're lonely, the last thing you want to do is ring somebody. The last thing you want to do is do a chore in your house. The last thing you want to do sometimes is just get out of bed and get dressed. But guys, they're the things you have to do. They're the things that will help you survive through this difficult time. They're the things that's going to make it easier for you. And if you are living alone, my advice is your phone is going to be your best friend. Don't wait for friends to call you. Call them. Let them know how you're feeling. Talk to them a little bit about your situation and just have a chat with them. And that will make your day. When it comes to depression through this isolation, it's tough. But again, I used to say to my job seekers who are experiencing depression, the more you sit at home and do nothing, the more depressed you'll be. Now that's easily said, and there's a lot of different degrees of depression and many need medication for depression. So again, if depression is starting for you and you're really noticing a big difference, you may need to visit your doctor and get some medical help. But there are also things that help our depression. It has been proven a lack of magnesium in the body and, of course, the right foods and good sleep. That can contribute to lessening depression. And sadly, sorry to tell you guys, but less alcohol will also help lessen depression. The things we can do to help ourselves with depression. Again, it's the last thing you want to do is clean out a cupboard or ring a friend or sit down and talk quality time with your children, your partner. When you're a bit depressed, they're the things you don't want to do. But guys, they're the things you have to do. They're the things that's going to help keep you sane and less depressed. So maybe for you men, you could be cleaning out your garage during this time. You could be cleaning out your shed. I know for myself, I've got a goal. I've got my wardrobe to do, and I've got that spare bedroom that I keep throwing clutter into. So they're my goals to clean that. And it might sound, oh, how boring, cleaning a wardrobe, cleaning your bathroom cupboards. But once you've done it, you feel so good. You can make a pile of things that you can donate when we're able to exit our homes and give them to the people who need. And there'll be more people needing these sorts of things. What about, how often have we said at work, oh, I just wish I could have a few days home. I need some time at home. I want to do a few things around the house. Well, guys, we've got that time now, and this is the time to do it. And if you're experiencing loneliness and depression as well in this being isolated, if you've got an animal, they can really help. So when is the last time you've got on your knees on the mat and had quality time with your dog, your cat, your bird, whatever it is? Your animal will love it, but more importantly, what you'll gain from that, the happiness you'll gain. Don't forget, music is a great mood changer. So put on some music, dance in the lounge room on your own, like no one's watching, who cares? But if it makes you feel good, that can help you during these difficult times. So remember with some of the previous chats we've had that the power of choice, we can choose to find the positive of this situation. And there is a lot of positives, guys, being in our homes. For me, I've just painted the outside of my house. I've got one side of the house to complete. I'm so proud, and I was so challenged because it's such a big task, but I did it all on my own. And neighbours are walking by saying, gosh, Sonia, anyone would think a professional painter did it. So these little things make you feel good. And these are the things that will prevent depression. But if you choose to sit on your couch and think about what you can't do, and think about the friends you can't mix with, and just say life's boring, you're going to be depressed and your life will be miserable. So guys, focus on the positive. We get quality time now with our family members. We get quality time with our husbands, our partners. We can talk about future goals. We get quality time with our animals, not to mention quality time with our children. We've got chance now to clean out our cupboards, clean out our gardens, clean out our sheds, paint a room, maybe add a colour in your house. That might spark you up. We've got the choice to do these things. So there was a saying I heard the other day. I think I saw it on LinkedIn. I was really pleased with the lady that put it on. She said, don't count the day, make the day. So guys, we've got a few days we've got to make right now. So as my mum would always say, make the best of it. It's your choice what you're going to do with your days. If you focus on the negative, guys, depression, anxiety, and loneliness will creep into your world. But focus on the positives. Ring your friends. Do some chores around the house that will make you feel good. Do things you don't normally do. Cook. If you don't normally cook, cook. Google a recipe. This is an opportunity also, guys, that we could Google things on our internet to learn. Buy a book on a topic you've always had an interest in. Learn something during this time. Learn how to be a better person. Just Google whatever topic it is you're interested in. There'll be so much information there for you to read, and you'll learn something during this opportunity. So it is a wonderful time, guys. So keep following the rules. Make sure you're coping on a day-to-day basis. And if you're not, ring somebody and let them know, because there is support out there and they might be able to help you connect to that support that you need. Have fun with your animals during this time and just keep smiling, guys. It is tough, but a smile can be everything for everybody else around you. Take care. We'll chat again soon. Bye.